Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be tying the Tequila Blob. It's called a Tequila Blob because seemingly it resembles the Tequila Sunrise cocktail. I don't know about you, but cocktails are not my thing. I'm more of a cider and a Guinness man, but nevertheless the combination of colours combined in this fly make it a real killing fly. It's taken the competition scene by storm, especially over the last 10 or 15 years anyway, and it continues to be one of the top blob patterns as far as I'm concerned. So just a little bit of background on it before we get into tying. Once again, it comes from the vice of top competition angler Rob Edmunds, and seemingly it was devised as a result of the effectiveness of the orange blob diminishing. And as ever, and I've mentioned this on the channel before, that if things don't start to go your way and you get pulls and tugs or no hookups, a variation of something is often the answer. And as it was with the orange blob, that effectiveness or the effectiveness of the fly diminished because everybody was using it. And as a result, the fish got wise to the orange blob. So enterprising angler as he is, I guess Rob Edmunds decided that, hey, if I put a bit of a variation in it, then that might be the answer. And obviously it was. So rather than me continue on about it, I'll put a link to a blog post on the Fulling Mill channel that Rob made explaining why he made it or the choices he made. And from a fishing point of view, this in combination with the orange blob would probably be my first go-to combination early season, looking for fresh stocked fish. So I'd fish die 7 or booby basher, die 7, die 5, even die 3 potentially, with 2 blobs 10 foot apart, tequila on the point and the orange on the dropper, or vice versa. I can't guarantee you fish, and I don't think anybody can, but you're in with a good chance anyway. But that's a bit of background on it. And if I just talk you through the materials, the hook is a short shank wide gape size 10. The tying silk is fluorescent fire orange. The tail is open up to debate. You can tie in what you want. I prefer Opal Mirage Flashabou fibers. The rear section is atomic yellow or fluorescent Chartreuse Blob Fritz in 15mm, and the front is orange Blob Fritz in 15mm. Although this one is called a tequila, it spawned a whole host of two-tone blobs, and this just being the first and one of the best really. With regard to combinations of colours, the limit is down to the available colours and your imagination. And in a later series of videos, what I'll probably do is I'll do the ones that have been successful for me. Let's change this out and we can get on with the tie-in. Look. So change that hook out and run my thread through a little bit of wax just to ensure that it can kind of sticks there. Take a couple of wraps and cut off the waste. So what I'm going to do then is get my Mirage Flashabou and offer it up and pull into place. There we go, that should be fine. So if I continue to wrap down to a suitable location, I can then trim that waste off to a size that fits in with the competition rule sizes. Look, okay, there we are. So the next thing that we tie in is the rear section, and that rear section is only about 2 or 3 turns maximum of atomic yellow. So what I'll do is I'll take my tie-in silk and then push that up to the eye, and then take one wrap. There's 2 wraps, and then unwind the tie-in silk, and then bring the Blob Fritz up to the top of the hook shank, pull it forward, and then tie in. So, you know, black and green as a combination is a killer. So you'd like to think anything with a green tag is also a good fish attractor or a good fish killer. But you can see there now, it's only a small tag, and then if I take the orange Blob Fritz, need to get that in close, there we are, and secure that, and continue winding up to the eye. Okay, so all we do now is make sure that when we wrap, that we get that Blob Fritz to wrap correctly, pushing the fibres back so that we can get the maximum amount of fibres active on this this fly, and continue wrapping all the way to the eye. So like I say, you can stop it whatever you want, but I like to take as many wraps as I can, and that's probably just about it. And the last one then, what I do is once again come up to the top of the eye, trap it with my thumbnail, and then work it forward. Hopefully you can see that it separates the fibres, so I can then just once again, once it's secured, be careful that you don't cut your tie-in thread at that point. Pull the fibres back, create a small head, and then whip finish. Now you might see that there's 1 or 2 fibres that fly away there. Don't worry about those, you can pull them back as you're creating the head. Either that, or let me just take this off. Yeah, either pull those fibres back and trap them when you create the head with the whip finish, or get yourself a cigarette lighter and while covering the main part of the fly, just use your flame to burnish those down. So just fluff that out, and you can see by there's 1 or 2 strands which are too long. By pushing the fibres backwards, that all the fibres start flowing in the correct direction, and when it's in the water it'll be nice and slimline. As it comes to a stop, those fibres will pulse outwards. But just to finish that off now, little drop of varnish to seal it. And there we have it. That is the Tequila Blob. like I say, very effective pattern. It just works, really, just works. So make sure you look at the link in the comment section. Just leaves me to say I hope you've enjoyed the video, and look out for other variations in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.